Good morning and welcome to Thursday's Market Situation Report, or SITREP, here at TGO. That's Top Gun Options. My name is Matthew Buckley. My call sign is Wiz, and folks, in a couple hours here, we're going to be knocking out our final full throttle live training session. So today at 10 a.m. Eastern, we're going to be knocking out Analyze Your Trade. And we're also going to debrief what we did this week. If you missed anything that we covered this week, all the replays are posted on the, you ready for this? The replay page. Last night we did vertical spread training where we took a look at a CSX, that's our transport pick, bull put spread, and that's legging into an iron condor because we looked during our accelerated retirement session yesterday afternoon at a bear call spread. And we also looked at a CSX iron condor that expired last Friday for a max profit of $3,000. So a lot of good stuff going on. If you want to watch any of these replays, head to go.topgunoptions.com/FT. That stands for Full Throttle Replay, FT Replay. And real quick, I'm pretty sure everybody has registered by now, but if you haven't registered and you want to join us for our final session at 1 o'clock, we're going to be talking about FXI, which is China. We're going to be talking about Amazon, and we're also going to be taking a look at volatility. Simply, there's still time. You can grab a slot. Go.topgunoptions.com/FT, and that obviously stands for Full Throttle. Go.topgunoptions.com/FT. What an incredibly wild day yesterday from the Fed. Well, obviously the Fed decision, we knew what they were going to raise interest rates, but the press conference, we predicted this, folks, in the live trade brief yesterday. We predicted that the Fed would raise interest rates and that the initial reaction would be wrong. Whatever the market's initial reaction was going to be wrong. Let's check this out. Let's take a look at a chart, just a one-day chart of the S&P 500. Check this out. There it is right there. Let me zoom in here. We're at 1 o'clock yesterday. We started accelerated retirement right around 2 o'clock. The announcement was made to raise interest rates. The market went up and started to go up even more. I said, ladies and gentlemen, this is wrong. 95% of the time after these Fed announcements, the initial reaction is wrong. And some folks that were new to TGO were like, what? How do you know? And then what happened the rest of the afternoon? The market smashed into the close. Let's take a look at the VIX, the volatility index. I said, folks, there it is. Volatility is going to sell off, and then it's going to have a rip your face off rally. What? That's exactly what happened. We had a blast yesterday. So from the Fed chief's press conference all the way to Donald Trump's rambling hour and a half, I fell asleep towards the end. The dude started good, ended horrifically. He even quoted Elton John like, hey, should end on a high note and, not stick around. And then he continued to take like 9,000 questions. It was awful. Anyway, guys, not good yesterday. He sat as the United States now is the president of the Security Council, so our president sat in the president's chair and hit China right in the face with a, allegation that they're interfering in our election. Why? Because they don't want Trump or Republicans to win because they're, anti-China trade stuff. So that was a pretty dire shot to the face as far as China. And then I think I just saw a news report that said he's thinking of picking up the phone today to call President Xi and talk about this whole trade war thing. Well, why don't you talk about the whole potential war thing? First of all, China under 8 years of Barack Hussein Obama picked up dirt from mainland China, put it on a bunch of barges, sailed it into the middle of the Pacific at low tide when there was a bunch of atolls, dumped the dirt, built a runway, put airplanes and missiles on it, and said, this is China now, 600 miles into the Pacific. Thank you, Barack Hussein Obama. But this is, it's going to get a hell of a lot worse before it gets better. And the Asia Development Bank saying, hey, man, this is most likely going to trigger a 2019 Asia slowdown. So during our 10 o'clock session this morning, excuse me, we're definitely going to talk about the iShares China Large Cap ETF. We have a bear call spread on. Check this out. We have a trade on FXI that's expiring tomorrow. It's the 43.5, 44 bear call spread. As long as FXI stays below 43.5 by tomorrow, there's $1,600. We put this on a week ago, so there would be a nice 1 week gain. We also have a volatility spread on VXX. As long as it stays above 26.5 by tomorrow's expiration, we make $3,000 on limited risk. Risk of about $5,000, making about $3,000 pre-market. Futures were selling off hard, and they've kind of recovered a little bit. But we're looking at 20 pre-market 27.02, but we were 27. As long as we stay above that, we're good to go. And literally, folks, a day in this market, a morning in this market is a lifetime. So I'm hanging out in that trade it's already up. What was it? It closed at about up $1,600. So we're more than 50%. Gain so far in this trade, and we'll see how that opens up this morning. What else happened yesterday? The president dissed Trudeau, according to us, and then, of course, Canada said this is a lie. It never happened. I believe us. I believe Trudeau wanted to meet the president and have a one-on-one up in New York, and the president said, nah, I don't want to. We're not getting along with their negotiators. It would be a waste of time. So Trudeau said, no, I never asked to meet with them. Okay, whatever. It's a he said, she said. Speaking of which, and we're going to have one of those in Washington today. The president's also back in Washington. He's going to meet with Rod Rosenstein, the Deputy Attorney General, who, in my opinion, committed treason. But anyway, he's not going to fire him in front of the midterm. So we have Rod and the president meeting today. We have Justice Kavanaugh being absolutely character assassinated. What a new low for our country. It's funny, Democrats. Now you set this. I can't wait until you nominate people and we go look back 30 to 40 years into some Democrats' background. That's going to be priceless. This dude was a Boy Scout, literally, and a lot of girls from around that time have, like 92 of them, have come to his defense saying this guy was a Boy Scout, man. He was goody two shoes. Nominate some Democrats there, folks. I can't wait to look into some of their backgrounds. But of course, it's not going to matter at all, right? I can't stand hypocrisy in Washington. I'm warning you, folks. This country is getting very, very close to another revolution. And one side doesn't know which bathroom to use, and the other side believes in a well-regulated militia. I wonder which side's going to win that. And I wonder which side the military and the police are going to be on. Anyway, global stocks extend their decline. After the Fed continues to tighten their policy. So the Fed, the initial read was a little bit dovish, so the market liked it, and then it sounded a little hawkish. What can happen today? Well, what can happen today is the Fed chief, who's speaking after the market closes, right here, Fed Chairman Powell, at 4:30, he can unfornicate anything that was fornicated yesterday, so it'll be interesting. And then on Friday, we actually have a lot of macroeconomic data as well. Some inflation, personal spending, personal income, the Chicago PMI, and some revised Michigan numbers. So we have 2 trading days left in this week, folks, and a lot can happen. A canary in the coal mine that I briefed this week was a lot of insider selling going on, folks. As this market, we predict every one of these pullbacks, guys, we predicted, and we've been long volatility just before these things roll over. 7, 8, 9 day rally, it sells off. 7, 8, 9 day, it sells off. 7, 8, it sold off a little bit. 7, 8, 9 day, it sold off hard. 7, 8, 9 day, a little bit. 7, 8, 9 hard. This ain't rocket surgery, folks, but we are now we're up to nearly $40,000 in trading volatility in the past 2 months. I jinx myself when I say this, but it's been like shooting fish in a barrel. I'm going to teach you here at Top Gun Options. When volatility is cheap, last week, man, we saw in this, I think it was last Thursday in the Analyze Your Trade session we're going to do, the VIX hit like 11.11. I said, ladies and gentlemen, this is nuts. This is stupid cheap. When volatility is cheap, you buy it. Duh. When something's cheap, what do you do with it, folks? You buy it. When it's expensive, what do you do with it? You sell it? Exactly. So I'm going to teach you how to dogfight volatility here, because this has been crazy, and it's only get crazier, man. We're talking about oil. We have a great Jan 21 trade on ExxonMobil. We look to close a bull put spread, a 1-week bull put spread on ExxonMobil earlier in the week for a $1,600 gain in five trading days, I think. And we put on a brand new January 21 trade. We got long-term bullish on ExxonMobil all the way out to January of 2021. We hopped on our F-18, went the speed of light, jumped out there, and even that trade's up over $1,000. It's a 2-year out trade, and it's already printing money. So had a good talk about oil this week and the OPEC clown car. Whenever you see these people in the same sentence, you're looking forward to volatility or higher prices. OPEC, Russia, Iran. And the president was brutal to Iran yesterday in his speech. And we talked about this week, the limousine liberal tech stocks. You can kiss them goodbye, especially Twitter. What a waste. We don't ban conservative voices. They ban James Wood. We don't, do X, Y, and Z. Email leaks that says the 3 conservative employees who work at Twitter do not feel safe to express their opinions. This dude admitted this vegan soy boy man bun, beta male. I can't stand these limousine liberal tech companies, folks. They preach to us in the face and then they turn around behind our back and they stick it to us. It's absolutely awful. Do not be bullish on any of these limousine liberal tech stock companies. They're going to implode. The only one you should be bullish on is Amazon. Why? Up until right here, Jeff Bezos was brilliant. He was being as quiet as a church mouse. He was ignoring politics. He was letting the other limousine liberal CEOs take it in the face, and then he opened his suck, and that imploded. I think he learned his lesson that the stove is hot and to shut up. So we love our Amazon bull put spread. We're going to cover that today. We have a couple of those on. I actually have 3 across our portfolios in our 3 different portfolios, and they're all back to life, man. There was some near-death experience here, and I said, nope, it's going to be heading back up to 2,000 here. It had that near-death experience. I said, hey, right here, I said it's most likely going to see 1850 before 2,000, and then we threw on a couple new bull put spreads, and it's already, look at this, before market open, we're back up to 1990. We might bust through 2,000 today. So Amazon, a little bit of a near-death experience. Jeff, shut your mouth. Okay, guys, I got to go. I got to go get ready for our 10 o'clock session. This is our final free full throttle session. I think we have... where's my stick? We have about 9 full throttle memberships left, and if they go today, we'll take the sales page down. Then we're going to get airborne on Monday afternoon in our weekly options live trade brief. Like I said, right now we have a great weekly options trade on file right now, so to speak. This bull put spread on volatility we placed Monday afternoon. That could potentially pay for an annual subscription, Full Throttle Max subscription with 1 trade this week. 4 days, 1 trade, unlimited risk. This isn't some massive risk, $49.60. Our risk is defined, and we could potentially make 3 by tomorrow. This is a beautiful trade, and we've had a great time, like I said, trading volatility for the past couple months. All right, guys, have a great rest of your day. Happy hunting. Make sure you hedge. I might not do a Friday market wrap-up tomorrow. I'm flying up this afternoon to go see my son at Parents Weekend up at Norwich University. Got to go see my boy. He's in the Corps of Cadets, wants to be a Marine fighter pilot, so I'm probably going to take the day tomorrow with pay. I even canceled all my coaching sessions on Friday. So got it, family first, man. It's what it's all about. And had some great calls yesterday. Have a new lifetime member, David, welcome aboard. Have a new Commanding Officers Club coaching member, welcome aboard. A lot of good stuff going on here at TGO. And again, men lie, numbers don't. We show you the trades. We show you what's active. We show you some losers, the winners. We show you everything. And if by the end of today you just don't want to get airborne with us, well, we'll salute and get airborne without you, okay? If you're ready to get airborne and grab your annual or monthly slot, all you have to do is head to go.topgunoptions.com/get FT, get full throttle, and just click on this big image at the top right here. The annual memberships are on that top page, and then here you go. So we have annuals all the way down to monthlies, and it's all self-explanatory. Everything's on that page. All right, guys, I got to run. Happy hunting. Make sure you hedge. God bless, and I'll talk to you guys later. We'll see you.